Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows. Please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, but also you are subscribed to Ndandom Leche, because that is where I do celebrity gossip. And then when it comes to the reality TV shows, I do it over here. I do have membership on both the channels, you guys. It's only 20 rands a month. So if you join both my memberships, it's like 40 rands a month. What is 40 rands? Even McDonald's costs more than that. So make sure that you are joining the membership so that you can feel like the most important member of the family. You are the VVIP. So today we are going to do the full review of episode 2 of Nganele. Okay, before I forget, you guys, if you are young and you are still trying to find the partner, if you are young and still looking for a partner, try and avoid mama's boys, okay? Because mama's boys are going to gossip about you to their mamas, and they're never going to want to move out of their mama's house, and their mamas are going to know even the color of your panty, okay? So do try and avoid mama's boys, especially those boys that are the only child. Run away, that is what is happening with Shaun right now. I'm like, Shaun is very shady. Okay, and I feel like Shaun is cheating now on Pink, but I'll tell you why I think that he is cheating. So my early episode, you guys, it's umalume kaNzwakele. Nzwakele is also uNhlanhla, and uNhlanhla, they are fiance kaNtombi. Okay, they're sitting there under the tree, under the very same tree that uNhlanhla and uNtombi were sitting under, and uGogo had a problem with uNtombi sitting under the tree, but she wants to sit under the tree. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because when you are a makoti, you are just supposed to be abused, and everything that you do is just wrong just because you are makoti. Okay, you can just wake up and open your eyes, and they're like, why are you opening your eyes like that in the morning? That's not how makoti opens her eyes in the morning. That's just how it goes with his families. The in-laws can be like that. Okay, and we all know Nzwakele's grandmother is the evilest of all the evil in-laws that we have ever seen on national TV. So umalume comes to Gogo to say, Gogo, listen, there is a big thing that we need to address in this family. Unzwakele did find out that the mother that he thought was his mother is not his mother. Okay, so we need to sit down with him because he wants answers. Okay, he's got questions, he wants answers. Gogo is like, what is his problem? What is his problem? Akazilengise. If efuna ukuzilengisa, he must go open a case if kunjalo. I'm like, what is wrong with that family? What is wrong with that family? And why are they making jokes about people taking their lives on these shows? Because the way that this guy is talking about Unzwakele taking his life in this show, and then I was watching Otado on his team, Boom Samselek was doing the same. I'm like, do people understand that if you are somebody that is having those thoughts, it can trigger you when somebody says, a person can really go and bulala himself because you said that. I'm like, why would they joke about that? So Coco believes Nzwakele is just being ungrateful. So if we would see he's unhappy about the fact that they didn't tell him that his mother passed away, he must go and open a case against them, because he's just being an ungrateful child. Okay, I'm like, Aibo, who wouldn't want to know the truth about how they were brought into this world? Okay, yes, you raised me well. Well, it's questionable in that family the way that they are so evil. Yes, you raised me, but if I had a biological mother somewhere and she passed away, don't I deserve to know? If there is a grave somewhere and my mother is under that grave, don't I deserve the truth about that so that I can just go and pay my respect to my mother and also just understand my existence? Okay, they're very insensitive about it. Okay, so the uncle is thinking they need to have a meeting so that they can explain to Nzwakele why they decided not to tell him. First, what happened to his mother. Secondly, why they decided not to tell him. And thirdly, they can answer whatever question that he has. Okay, because the uncle is like the best uncle, you guys. That's why I was sad last week when I found out that this uncle actually did pass away this last February. Okay. Now they call another uncle, okay, who has been part of the show before, and they are telling him, "Go to listen. Can you make time to come so we can have this meeting?" He's like, "What about? I'm busy, Mina. I'm starting my shift tomorrow. What is this about?" And she's like, "It's about Unjwagele." I was like, "Hey, ngazile." Okay, I think the whole family think Unjwagele is just a spoiled brat. Okay, I feel like because maybe he was the only grandchild that everybody was raising, they feeling like now he is just a spoiled brat, and they feel entitled to his money at the same time. It's a toxic situation. It's a toxic family situation. It's like, oh, I knew what it was about Unzwakele, you guys. But I feel like Unzwakele is a very responsible young man, you guys, and what he is asking for from his family is not unreasonable. It is not unreasonable for a young man to say, I want to understand, the circumstances surrounding my birth. I just want to understand what is the truth, because that is part of understanding who you are. So why are they acting like he's just being a spoiled brat by asking this question? That family, guys, never avoid abantu bakamthembu. Ngiyadlala nginama-viewers akamthembu shame. Hey, anisitshele kwenzekani kamthembu. Lo wagogo wakamthembu ngempela, because that family, but at the same time they are good people, because the uncle is very, like, he's a good person, you guys. I really feel sad for Unzwakele ukuthi he lost that uncle, but abantu bakamthembu, the women, so now, you guys, we move on to Shaun. Shaun is a mama's boy, you guys. Now I'm realizing Shaun doesn't have a job, and I'm thinking, did he not have a job last season? I need to go back and watch season 1 of Nganele, because I'm like, Shaun didn't have a job in last season. I'm realizing that he doesn't have a job. That's the reason that him and Pinky have moved to his mother's house. Okay, so they've moved to his mother's house. Pinky is working. Pinky has a 9 to 5. She also has a business. It's like a catering business. So on weekends they get like catering gigs. I think she's doing it with her sisters, so they'll be getting catering gigs, and they'll go and work during the weekend. And then she also has a 9 to 5. So Pinky is kind of feeling like she can afford for them to have their own place. Okay, but Shaun doesn't want. He even said, I don't want to move out, because if I move out with her, she will be the one that's taking care of me, and she will be lacking. Okay, and he didn't say, you guys, but he is basically saying Pinky would lack, but my mother is not, because he's getting things from his mother. And I'm like, that's the reason you need to move out, because then when you live with Pinky, you will realize that you need to have a job. I think Shaun is very comfortable there, but it's getting to a point where even his mother is saying, listen, I need you guys to move out. Sometimes I'm coming to my house. I don't want to be seeing you here. Okay, so move out, find your own place so that you can work your things out on your own. And also, she says that she feels like every problem that they have, they associate it with her. It's almost like she's the one that is causing problems in their relationship. Okay, and she feels like they need to go be alone, spend time alone, so that they can realize that the problems that they have are theirs. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. This mother-in-law, I really do feel like she has changed her mind when it comes to Pinky. I think she has fallen in like with umakoti, even though she doesn't want to admit. Okay, because you guys, they were having a conversation here, Shaun with his mother, without Pinky. Then he starts talking about Pinky's weight, Shaun, and I'm like, since when does Shaun have a problem with Pinky's weight now? Okay, and also the fact that they had gone to the doctor had given Pinky medication so that they can try and have a baby, but Pinky is not following the instructions of the doctor. And I was like, I wonder if he's concerned about Pinky's weight, because that is what the doctor said, or all of a sudden now it's a problem that Pinky is a little bit on the bigger side. Okay, now he is saying, you had given her instructions on what to do, because mother-in-law is a gym fanatic, so he's like, you had given her instructions on what to do, she's not following none of that and all of that. This is what I'm saying, you guys, about mama's boy. He is basically gossiping about his wife to his mom. Okay, but his mom, I like that his mom is not having it this time, because it's like, listen, you guys need to sort out your problems on your own. I can guide Pinky if I need to guide her, but you guys do need to have your own life, find your own place, live on your own, so that you can learn each other, and take care of each other, because right now you are eating from my pocket. Okay, you know, sometimes you don't realize what's udla from your pocket lomzali, because obviously umzali who is mainly responsible for your grocer. You can buy grocer here and there and whatever, but the fact that you are there at home, you are kind of eating from your mother's fridge. So so Shaun, I feel like he's comfortable there. And I'm like, I want to know what his plan is as far as getting a job is. How do you marry a woman, after marrying her, move her back to your mother's house, and then after that you guys demand a baby? And then your mother's like, listen, you guys are grown now, you need to move out. And you're like, no, I'm not ready. You're not ready to move out, but you're ready to get married and have a baby. I don't know, you guys. He also gets to a conversation where he's asking his mother, how would you feel if I took a second wife? And I'm like, hold on now. Hold on. You don't have a job. You married this woman. You moved her to your mother's house. You want a baby from this woman. And then you want a second wife. Even his mom was like, I don't know where Shaun is going to get money to take a second wife because he does not have any. Okay? So I'm like, what the hell is happening? And I'm like, this one is already cheating. Shaun has a girlfriend somewhere. There is no way, guys. A guy doesn't start talking about wife number 2 unless they already have somebody that is waiting to be wife number 2. So I do believe that Shaun is cheating on Pinky. If Pinky watched this episode, she will figure out that this one is already cheating. So we might actually find out before the end of the season that Shaun is cheating. Okay. Nanokuthi he all of a sudden he just has some kind of an attitude towards Pink, because he was all lovey-dovey last season. Pinky was everything. He wanted to be with Pinky all the time, and then he was trying to defend her when it comes to his mother. Now, when his mother says something about Pinky, he's like, yeah, velo Pinky, yeah, velo Pinky. He's going out every weekend. Pinky is like, how? Why are you not telling your mom that when I go out, I'm actually going to work because I do have a catering what? Okay, and I'm working for both of us because you don't have a job. So I'm not liking Shaun this season. I feel like Shaun is definitely cheating. Something is off there. Then you guys, there is Prince, no, Sophie. They have to have a conversation because obviously the family, Sophie, is not happy with the fact that after the 21 days, then also Prince never came, never brought the letter for Ilobolo, and Ilobolo hasn't come. So they were not happy. They asked for a family meeting in the last episode. So they were talking about that with Prince and Sophie. Now I'm like, listen, you guys, I'm not understanding here. I can't figure out if Prince has Inkomo already ready to go in Lobola or Sophie, or maybe it's just the delay tactics. Yes, there is an issue of a brother because people that are Ndebele have said, yeah, that is a thing, vele kumandebele, you can't get married. The younger brother can't get married before the older brother gets married. I don't know if the older brother decides that they just want to be importer for the rest of their lives, what you're supposed to do as a younger brother. But you guys, I do feel like maybe some of it is just him doing some delay tactics. Okay. Sophie, no, Prince, they're living in this nice place. Apparently, it's Sophie's place that she bought. So now I'm questioning even Prince now. Konjo Prince, did he have a job last season? Konjo, what was the situation with him and the job situation? Okay, so I'm still yet to confirm what's happening with the Prince, but I'm suspecting he is using this situation with his brother to delay things himself, and I'm wondering why he's delaying things, you guys. I love Sophie, you guys. I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I feel like men don't know what they want. It's like even with the Pinky, guys. What is... Pink is like a perfect wife over there, and then here is Sophie, beautiful woman, very humble. They had a grandfather coming to visit you guys. She handled that situation the best way that she could. She shook the grandfather's hand. She sat down, and then she was like, okay, let me go make you tea. Went and make... I'm like, and then Funan. Before Sinishise on that day that we are going to set up to, she said, all of you need to tell us what you want, because listen, asinazi ukuthi nifunani, sihlala nani but asinazi ukuthi nifunani. Anyway, you guys, so they have that discussion where Sophie is telling him, listen, I was at home, and at home they have this thing yokuthi hayibo phela, guys, I come from a very relaxed family. Hey, our family, guys, you can be in a relationship for 50 years, just as long as you're happy with your relationship, Hey, guys, maybe they do it in secret because I haven't seen it. Hey, and Pelamina, in my family and my extended family, we've seen divorces, hey, and we've seen marriages not working out. So we are relaxed about that situation. Oh, you're happy in your relationship? Shy, sharp, sharp. We are bad. Sure, continue with your life. Hey, it's as but hey, Uzanin, Ilobol, leap. We don't rush because we've seen it not work. It's actually a joke in my family that, hey, maybe the marriage thing is not for, maybe it's not for, but we keep trying, The next generation tries and then it happens, even the generation before for us, So we always laugh about that. So we, ways I know. We are very relaxed about that. So Sophie's family had called her and said, listen, we need to hear from, if family Prince. But I think it's because she did the 21 days, you guys. Because obviously the 21 days, the whole point of the 21 days was so that after you do the 21 days, then the letter comes, then the lobola. So what happens, okay? So they're not happy about that. So they were having that conversation. Also, they were upset about the fact that the family had put a blanket on her, the blankets that was not supposed to be put on her, because that blankets you only put on somebody once you've paid lobola, so that kind of a situation. Now, Prince says, listen, I do want to do the right thing. I do want to move forward. However, I don't know if I put pressure on my brother. I don't know if this is something that he wants to do now. He might just do it because he's doing it for me so that I can move ahead with my stuff. So I'm not even sure if, he wants to get married now. And also, I'm not even sure if he is happy in the relationship he is in right now. But I guess I have to put some pressure on that situation. I do feel like Prince is a smooth talker, you guys, because Sophie just always ends up being like, I feel like Prince has the right intentions. I feel like he will pay what needs to be paid and all of that. And I'm like, I'm not sure about that. So Sophie trusts Prince, but I don't feel like I trust Prince. Okay. I don't feel like I trust everything that Prince is saying, but definitely Sophie is trusting everything that Prince is saying, because for me, I feel like Prince is a sort of a smooth talker. So I'm like, some of it, I'm like, this guy is shying or so. Okay, now you guys, Untombi and her mom were taking a walk. I think they have a good relationship. I like that. Untombi is Nzwakele, the one that has a biological mother situation. So Untombi is back home and telling her mom that she was back. And Mark is like because remember, Pela, she did not have a good experience in her 21 days, and even after the 21 days, they didn't like her. They thought Unzogele should go back to his ex and all of that. And also, they had said some very offensive things about her mom, because they said to Mawake once, "Oh, why so how can she do the same as what?" So her mom is like, I was offended there. That's Salukwazi offended me by saying some things. Now, Abante Sontweni, they're looking at me like, why Shabanisa my shit? Why Shabanisa my shit? Esontweni, The mom is like, that's the only place where I socialize. Now, Abante are looking at me, Esontweni, because they heard on TV somebody saying that, Nang Shabanisa my shit. So now she needs to clarify that situation. What are you doing at that house? She's like, no, I went there to see Unzwagele, and then I saw Gogo, and then I ended up speaking to her, and I asked her about that situation. And Gogo manje useyapika futhi, she's blaming social media, but she says, no, it was another mother, not you. It was another mother. So as long as it was a mother, that was my mother. And also it wasn't this Mthembu, it was another Mthembu that Amashiti that were shwabaniswa away from another Mthembu. A story that just doesn't. The mother is like, she's not going to get away with that. She needs to come and explain. So Undom is like, okay. Let's do lunch or something where you guys come together, and then you can express yourself. Knowing how dramatic them temples are. Umakanzwakele njena them makamzwakele uzobekhala uzokhala. Sebeyasisukela. And then ugogo uzothuka inhlamba enkulu engaka, and then but Ntombi thinks it's a good idea to put them on the same table, have some good food, and then they talk things over, the mom Phela and ulokhuzana ugogo kaNzwakele. Pinky did have her sisters come and visit you guys, because she has cute sisters that look like her actually. And remember, Pinky was one of the brides that had gone to do the 21 days without the permission of the family, because the process of the show is you sit down, you ask your family, I want to go for 21 days. They would ask you a question, what is the purpose of the 21 days? This person has not paid lobola, wada, and you will explain the concept of the whole thing. And some families will be like, okay, no, as long as after that we'll be getting a letter because they're coming to pay lobola, then you can go. But Upink is one of those that went without the permission of the family. I can't remember if Upink asked the family and they said no and she still went, or she just didn't ask them. They just found out when they were seeing her on the show that she had done the 21 days. So the sisters are like, listen, you need to make arrangements, because the uncles are not happy with the whole thing still. You need to make arrangements, sit down with them and apologize, okay? But we are not going to accompany you to that apology situation. You are on your own, okay? I do feel like she needs to fix it. And also, you guys, I think when they see them, because already they are married with Shaun, okay, maybe the 21 days was worth it, but sometimes they need to hear it come out of your mouth, you saying you are sorry, okay? Now, you guys, Prince ended up inviting his grandfather to come. Umalume ended up inviting Umalume to sit with him and explain. He was, listen, I'm getting pressure from Sophie's family because they are saying we left things hanging. They don't know what's happening. They've been waiting long. They need a meeting with the family. So I need you to go and represent our family there to explain to them what is happening. And then Umkhulu was like, I'm happy to do that, because of course we were on the wrong. We are wrong that we had their child at our house for 21 days. After that, nothing happened. So whatever they say we need to do, we will have to agree to do it. If they ask for something that we can't do right now, then I'll see how I can negotiate with them. But at least they will feel like it's not like we're just ignoring things. We are aware that, you know, there are things that we still need to do, okay? Anyway, you guys, at some point, Pinky Loga Shaun, the mama's boy, had cooked dinner for the family. There's another boy there. I don't know if it's Shaun's younger brother or the cousin. You know, in our black families, guys, there's always a cousin that lives with the family, and you know, nobody ever explains what's the cousin. Or like you know. That is a had cooked lunch, and I really feel like the mother-in-law has really like toned it down, because before, you guys, when they were still doing the 21 days, if Pinky cooked, she'd be criticizing the food, she'd be criticizing how Pinky is standing by the stove and all of that, you guys. So I feel like she has toned it down, and I do feel like she has accepted Pink, but I really feel like she would prefer for them to have their own space, okay? Now, so they're having lunch, and then they start complaining about the fact that Pinky would be going out, that situation, going out, and Pinky saying she's working on weekends. That's why she is not around on weekends, because she gets gigs for catering. But also, guys, if she wants to go out, why wouldn't she go out? Because, you know, she works during the week. If she wants to go chill with her friends during the, you know, the weekend, why not? Okay, but it's clear that Shaun's mom really wants them to be independent now, you guys. And it's not, I feel like now it's not about her not liking Pinky, but it's just about her saying, listen, you've married this woman, you've convinced me you like this woman, and I'm even now liking her, but now it's time for you to move out and be grown-ups and do your things. And also, mama guys, now how do you jola with your son and his wife here in the yard? You know, so you guys. So that's it, you guys. That was the episode for Nganele this week. Anyway, I hope that you're enjoying the show just as much as I'm enjoying it. This show is enjoyable because a lot of the things that are on the show are very relatable. The in-laws, this and the in-laws that. Those are the things that happen in our society, in our families, our neighbors, and whatever. Be like, oh my God, you know, and then we'll be, uyaniphekela God, you know, siyazazi lezo zinto lezo. So ama shows that are like this are like, we can relate to this, honey. Okay, we know how it goes. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona. By the way, the show is on channel 161 on, is it Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Namangsaz, guys. God, it is also on catch up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Kumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.